On the global stage, especially in the first world countries where the rapid digitalization of politics first took place, it is also an issue. Many commentators suggest that the internet in general and social media in particular plays a key role in amplifying economic, political, and cultural grievances across the globe, and perhaps even more important, that they have their own independent effects on politics in both established democracies and autocratic regimes. The apparent role of social media in coordinating protest and giving a voice to the opposition in autocratic regimes created high hopes for the internet and social media as a liberation technology. On a national level, social media plays a key factor in the political machinery of our politicians. The accessibility of social media makes it a prime platform for swaying public opinion. Consequently, political actors are willing to do anything to capture the public's attention. We, as the member of Gen Z, we view social media as a necessity. A survey conducted states that 90% of Filipinos are on social media, with Facebook and YouTube dominating. The average Filipino internet user spent nearly 4 hours on social media every day. Facebook has been deeply entrenched in Philippine society largely thanks to its initiatives to expand into developing countries. A 2017 survey found that Filipinos with internet access trust social media more than mainstream media. 87% of these respondents claim to trust information found on social media. Social media-borne misinformation threatens to sow further division in Philippine society and politics. In a localized level, powered by Statista Research Department and published on the 13th of November 2021, shows that 56% of the respondents from Mindanao respondents stated to have not changed their political views through social media influence. On the other side of the paper, 44% of the respondents from Mindanao to have changed their political views because of something they saw on social media.
Literature Review. This section of the study focuses on presenting significant literature about the digitalization of politics, internet and democracy, influence of social media on politics, and young adults on politics. Digitalization of politics. Information and communication technologies, or ICTs, change the way of social-political interaction all over the world. The digitalization of social interaction via mobile devices supported the globalization of personal and political life events, like political campaigns, elections, and the likes. Social platforms collect and produce social information from all over the world in real time. One can say that today's ICT share and produce social information at the same time. Social media platforms are places of personal, social, political, and also knowledge of interconnectivity. People all over the world are more and more used to interact and discuss on local and global level online. Structuring the predictable evolution process from political online discussions to online decision-making could be a chance for democracies improving their quality of social interaction and may secure democratic partaking in a fast-growing digital society. Internet and democracy. The mission of memory, mind, and media is to document and explore the impact of media and technology on human, social, and cultural aspects, remembering and forgetting. In this article, we set out the key challenges for the field, enhance the core issues and ideas for the journal, through the lens of the unique cognitive pressure points that create tension between the online information ecology and democratic discourse and governance. Numerous educators suggest that democracy is in retreat globally. Even countries that have been considered stable democracies, such as the United States and the UK, have recently witnessed events that are incompatible with democratic governance and the rule of law, such as the armed assault on the U.S. Capitol in 2021 and the unlawful suspension of the British Parliament in 2019. Although the symptoms and causes of democratic backsliding are complex and difficult to disentangle, the internet and social media are frequently blamed in this context. For example, social media has been identified as a tool of autocrats. Young adults on politics. Protest activities constitute a political category of their own, distinct from more conventional forms of engagement such as party activity or voting. They consist of a wide range of activities from signing online petitions and peaceful demonstrations to violent riots, and seem to become more common as compared to the more conventional forms of political activities. Different types of political engagement may be differentially motivated, and there is no reason to suspect that protest activities in particular may be socially motivated. In contrast to voting, which is not publicly displayed, many protest activities are performed such that they are in full view of others. Participating in demonstrations or wearing a badge with a political message allow observers to draw inferences of the participant, hence such acts are in themselves social. Humans are a good species and people generally strive to belong to social groups, which provide them with a sense of belongingness and self-esteem. Although the need for belongingness is a global and strong human innate indeed, there are individual differences in levels of need to belong. Individuals in high need to belong tend to be preoccupied with being liked. They are attentive to what is best for those who recognize and praise their efforts. Indicating their heightened social skills can be used with self-serving motives. They also tend to compare themselves with others and to be highly aware of and conform to others' opinions. The need to belong, hence, makes a good candidate for studying the effects of social incentives on participation in social protests.
Theory base. This study is anchored by the digitalization of Philippine politics. This theory stated that digital transformation of government institution at various levels of government, whether national, state, or city level, has been accelerated by confluence of factors. These factors include the widespread adoption of internet-based services, underpinned by internet penetration, increasing expectations, or convenient access to government services, bolstered by digital natives and digital aware citizens, a rising need to manage service delivery costs, both direct and indirect, and the inability of physical delivery channels to serve stakeholders at scale with efficiency. In developing countries, digitalization of processes makes government services available to people using internet and mobile technologies. This means bypassing poor physical infrastructure bottlenecks as well as increasing accountability throughout the system. Another important thing is digital helps all people not just in Philippines but also other countries all around the world. This study is also anchored by its influence to the humanities and social sciences students of BROKENSHIRE College Study. The central theme of social influence theory, as proposed by Kelman 1958, is that individuals' attitudes, beliefs, and subsequent actions or behaviors are influenced by referent others through three processes: compliance, identification, and internalization. For students, having access to mobile devices such as laptops will help them learn anytime, anywhere. It also give them access to millions of resources that would prove beneficial to their studies. These tools open doors of learning chances for them for unexplored topics in their classes. On the other hand, other
teachers won't be limited to the school's provided modules. They can explore their own so they can give the best info to the class.
Conceptual Framework. The figure presents the conceptual framework of the study. The independent variable of the study is digitalization of Philippine politics. The dependent variable is the choice of humanities and social sciences. Student of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL. The expected result is to determine the influence of the digitalization of Philippine politics to the humanities and social sciences. Student of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL. The intervening variables are the digitalization of politics, internet and democracy, influence of media on politics, and young adults on politics.
Statement of the problem. This research is conducted to know how the digitalization of Philippines politics influences the humanities and social sciences students of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL. Specifically, this will opt to answer the following questions. 1. What is the profile of the humanities and social sciences students of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL in terms of 1.1. Age, 1.2. Sex, 1.3. Family income, 1.4. Learning materials in home, 1.5. Reading materials preferred, and 1.6. Broadcast media preferred. 2. What is the level of influence does the digitalization of Philippine politics affect the humanities and social sciences students of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL? 3. Is there a significant relationship between the digitalization of Philippine politics and its influence to the humanities and social sciences students of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL?
Hypothesis. This study is determined to explore and answer if there is really significant relationship between the digitalization of Philippine politics and the grade 12 humanities and social science students of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL. This study explored and examined how social media is powerful to its greatest extent, influencing the run of the 2022 national elections and its significant effects to the grade 12 humanities and social science students of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL.
Significance of the study. The study is focused on the digitalization of the Philippine politics and its influence to the humanities and social science students of the BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL. It is the hope of the researcher that these studies will be beneficial to school heads. They might give the general information that the students are politically active in preserving their constitutional mandate to vote. Teachers. The study could provide the awareness that teachers are effective delivering their assigned subjects and students. This may help the teachers further improve their teaching skills since the humanities and social science strands are hold a specialized subject that the Philippine politics and governments students. The study could provide a deeper insight the students' political preference as we know under the spell of challenge, time that will result to a better choice in upcoming election. Future researcher. This may give the guidance of pursuing in-depth studies about how the digitalization of the politics affect the humanities and social science students in the BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL.
Conceptual Framework. The figure presents the conceptual framework of the study. The independent variable of the study is digitalization of Philippine politics. The dependent variable is the choice of humanities and social sciences. Student of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL. The expected result is to determine the influence of the digitalization of Philippine politics to the humanities and social sciences student of BROKENSHIRE College, TORIL. The intervening variables are the digitalization of politics, internet and democracy, influence of media on politics, and young adults on politics. Definition of terms. For better understanding of variables and the context of this study, These variables are defined below. Digitalization refers to the process of converting something to digital form.
Politics are the actions or activities concerned with achieving and using power in a country or society. Politics can be used to talk about the ways that power is shared in an organization and the ways it is affected by personal relationships between people who work together.
Humanities. Those branches of knowledge that concern themselves with human being and their culture, or with analytic and critical methods of inquiry derived from an appreciation of human values and of the unique ability of the human spirit to express itself. As a group of educational disciplines, the humanities are distinguished in content and method from the physical and biological science, and somewhat less decisively from the social sciences. The humanities include the study of all languages and literatures, the arts, history, and philosophy.
Comprehensive is having or exhibiting wide mental grasp, comprehensive knowledge. Government is the exercise of political authority over the actions, affairs, etc. of a political unit, people, as well as the performance of certain functions of this unit or body. Open-ended questions are phrased as a statement which requires a longer response.